All right, guys, it's Copper Cutlass, and we managed to only use up 2 sheets of aluminum. Didn't really make any scrap. Our trim panels actually condensed the work of the lower half of the trim panel, and then so we're going to use those to cover that up a little bit, and we got to clean up some of these bars up here and stuff. But as you can see, our rear firewall is in. This is the bad part about working with aluminum. It's going to dimple no matter what. And I do have a couple of oopsies there and there, but, I got creative ways to take care of that, and that is not a big problem whatsoever. But, and I kept breaking a screw on that bottom one where, I don't know if you can see it right there where it's dimpled outward. I got to figure out a way to get something in there because I got this whole mount section down here where it's weird. So I needed that. But once it's in rivets, it should look a little bit more uniform. And then I do have to kind of do a threshold across the top because due to the nature of like everything, for some reason, this package tray up top isn't exactly straight. And I got an idea on what I'm going to do to make that nice, and I'll give it away. I think I'm going to go get some flashing, like for your house, and I'll end up painting it like a satin silver, and then we're just going to set that into place over our corner to make it look nice. Just because that corner kind of bugs me. Ultimately, the whole purpose of this firewall is if there is a fire, because the fuel cell's in the back, the blast will protect us from any flames or anything coming into the car. And we got that figured out. And we did seal up our areas. The gray stuff you see there is actually flat butyl tape. I'm going to hit that with a little heat gun and should make it a little bit better. But as you can see, we did patch the toe boards. I got sealer all the way around. That one is sealed as well. That one is sealed. That one's sealed. The back ones are sealed. We did manage to do quite a bit of work in the last couple of days. And the sheet metal screws are going to stay in place. And I'm going to scuff up the entire aluminum because I want it satin. And then one by one, I'm going to remove the screws, scuff, rivet, screw, scuff, rivet, screw, scuff, rivet in that form. And then at the top, unless I take the windshield out, it's actually impossible to get rivets like the last quarter of the way back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use window urethane, which is a pretty stout adhesive. It's anchored back there by the rear lip of where the trim would go. So what I'm going to end up doing is once I take those upper panels back out, I'm going to run beads of urethane on my initial piece and then the other piece, and then get them to lay flat, and that should take care of pretty much anything back there, I believe. So should be good. I am plenty happy with all of the work, and we're moving along. And I think tonight I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to order my fuel lines. I'm going to order my new harnesses, and then next weekend is the carpet. I did relocate the shifter pedestal, which used to be our hand control for our launch point. You can see my shifter cable there. And what I'm going to end up doing for this is I think I'm going to find a tube that fits in there. I'm going to drill it and I'm going to bolt it. That way, if when I go to put the carpet in, all I have to do is pierce a hole. And we already got enough stuff that's going to make it hard to put the carpet in, but I really want to put carpet in here just to make it nice. And I think that we're moving along here, and we have a little bit more time than what we think because I don't think we're going to do any real testing. But we're going to see how everything goes. I haven't fired up the car since the fall, so anything can happen. But we got our rear firewall in place, and there's a little bit of work to do, but ultimately, I think we're going to be all right. So I do have to go find some silver seam sealer, and I know I can get it. I do want to kind of seal up the edges. It does make it nice instead of just having the panels there. So it is a nice touch to have, and but hopefully you guys have enjoyed following along. I've been busting my ass. My back needs a break. We did patch up the frame in the other area, and we obviously have moved our shifter, so we're moving right along to get stuff done, and we have a fucking mess. But I don't feel like dealing with that today. So we're gonna deal with that next week. We got another weekend to work, so we'll see you guys around.